Well, in honor of David Benner, I'm going to act like we won. Where were we after the game? We were going to douse you with water and beer and everything. We didn't? No, I'm asking. Go ahead.
Third quarter, things started to change there a little bit after a strong second quarter. I guess, what did you see, Flip?
Yeah, we just didn't play well at all. And, just our level of consistent hard play just wasn't there from start to finish. We showed signs. Too much of it was tied into our offense. And so, they played a very hard game from start to finish. They played better. They won.
You talked a little bit pregame about Isaiah Jackson. He had a nice night tonight, his first kind of full game back. What did you think of his first game in a few weeks and just the opportunity he has in these final three?
Yeah. Now he really gets up to play against Detroit, because it's his hometown team, and he was terrific. Because he's just coming back into the games. We're watching his minutes carefully, playing him in relatively short stretches, but he's doing well. But it's great that he's back. He's doing the things that he does, which is to cause problems around the basket, with rolls, with fast rim runs, offensive rebounds, stuff like that. And the last three games will be good. Got Embiid out there for a couple of them, and then with Brooklyn, you got a lot of hybrid players, and that's going to be a good experience for him as well.
Rick, beyond the start of the night over here, were you able to get Reggie in the locker room at all, or talk with the guys, or anything like that while he was here?
I talked to him before the game, but I don't. He was not back in the locker room though.
Rick, what excites you the most about just the potential, the duo between Tyrese and Isaiah? I mean, you got a point guard that's 22, pass to a big man that's 20, and they look pretty good out there tonight.
Well, I mean, there's a real effort on our part, my part, to get those guys on the floor together. That's important because of Ty's vision, the ability to, throw lobs, all that kind of stuff. So they have a good natural connection there. Ty had a tremendous game. I mean, 17 assists and no turnovers. And I keep talking to our other guys about getting him the ball in transition. Get him the ball in transition. Get him the ball in transition. Good things will happen. He's, as far as moving it up the floor quickly and selflessly looking to make the pass up the floor, he's as good as anybody in the game right now. So, we got to keep doing that. I mean, we had 19 turnovers and he had 0, and so with 3 games left, we got to do a better job of recognizing who should have the ball.
And then you've been in a situation this season where you guys have signed guys and played them that same night. And from the flip side, what do you think of the way Carson Edwards, former Purdue star, played tonight, having to literally play out?
He played great. He played great. I mean, I haven't seen him play that much in the NBA. He played some with Boston, but I thought this was, as well as I've seen him play. I thought he did great, and I know he's from Purdue up the road, and he had a great tournament 2 or 3 years ago, and this is a great opportunity for him to be with with a young team like Detroit with a bunch of hard-playing guys.
Tyrese, I know it's been a common question lately, but these starts defensively, the three-point shooting by these opponents, are there adjustments that you guys are making that just aren't clicking yet, or what are you seeing on that side of the floor?
I think it's just the first unit. We just got to be better. It's more of a sense of urgency. Obviously, Sadiq was hot, and kudos to him for the game he had. But you start the game, you lose contact with him, catch and shoot 3 in the corner. And then it felt like he just kept getting open catch and shoot looks, and now rhythms created, and now even the possessions where you're playing well defensively, it doesn't matter because the guy's hot and he's a pro. So we just got to start games better, have more of a sense of urgency, starting games, because this is like it feels like 3rd, 4th, 5th game in a row where we start bad and then get it going. But we got to be able to open games that way.
I know it's frustrating to come in a loss. You had 17 assists, 0 turnovers. Tonight you had a 15 assists, 0 turnover night against Sacramento a week and a half or so ago. What do games like that say for you? What do they do for you?
Just guys are making shots. I'm just getting guys the ball. Being a point guard my whole life, just pride myself in taking care of the ball. So just finding guys.
How would you describe the chemistry you've continued to develop with Isaiah Jackson, and how do you think he looked tonight? Looked like his best game since returning from the concussion and the headaches afterward.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before, like, moving forward, he's going to be, continue to be and grow into, one of the best lob presences in the NBA. Just, I've never seen a guy with that athleticism. Obviously, he's got to get stronger and get better, and that'll all take care of itself. But, I think from the minute I got here, he's a guy who I knew could play above the rim, and, you guys see that I enjoy playing with guys like that. So I think we're growing together on the court, but off the court as well, just creating a friendship and being able to communicate better, and that's helping us on the floor.
Does he have like a moment where you're like, wow, like he actually did that or he actually pulled that off? Have you had that moment with him, maybe even tonight, where it's like he has the athleticism to do some things that maybe nobody else out here can do?
I think it's like once or twice a game. It feels like he does something that amazes me. He's just obviously so athletically gifted, and he's special. He's so young, and he's got a lot of time to grow, and we have a lot of time to grow together. So, I'm just having a lot of fun playing with him.
First 17 assists, 0 turnover game in the NBA since LeBron James 4 years ago. Does that mean anything to you? And you talked about how that's all been clicking for you. What does it mean to finally have it all come to fruition these last couple of weeks?
Well, I'm sorry, I blanked out. Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
With you guys for a while to have two, like you said, 17 assists, 0 turnover games in recent memory, and the first guy to do it since LeBron 4 years ago. What does that all mean to you?
I just pride myself on taking care of the ball. Pride myself in getting guys involved. I think that's probably my best asset as a point guard. It's just the unselfishness that I play the game with. So just getting guys going, guys making shots, and they make me look better than I really am. You know what I'm saying? They have to make the shot. I just got to get it to them.
Isaiah, after a challenging few weeks, mostly not playing, dealing with a couple of different ailments, what did it mean for you to have a full game here tonight and be able to perform in the way that you did?
It meant a lot to me personally. Just getting back into the groove, letting the game just slow down. I feel like today I had the opportunity to just go out there and just play basketball and just let the game come to me. I had fun, even though we lost. I still enjoyed myself, and I feel like this is a stepping stone for me personally.
Has it been tough mentally the last few weeks, knowing that there is opportunity for heavy minutes out there that you haven't been able to go, and maybe does that make the next final 3 games of the season more important to you?
Yeah, of course. I feel like just me being out there, it helps me and also helps the team. Just the way I play, the way I get on the rim, like just when the point guard's driving, pick and rolling, and just being that lob threat, it sucks the defense in. So, it gets corner threes and it just creates for everybody else. So.
Isaiah, I asked Tyrese if you ever do anything that kind of wows him, and he says it happens like once or twice a game. So vice versa, does he do things where you're like, man, I haven't played with a guy like this before?
Man, pass the ball. He passes the ball crazy. I think he has 17 assists today. Yeah, that's crazy. There's not a lot of point guards in the league that can put up 17 assists in a game with no turnovers. That's crazy. He knows how to play his game, but also knows how to find other players around the court and stuff. And he got one of the best IQs I play with. So.
And I know you had the fluke play where you got hit in the head with the ball, had a concussion in that game. Then you came back and had the headaches. And so can you just take us through maybe the recovery process and what it was like, coming back maybe a little too soon, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I came back a little too soon. I was still I'm real stubborn. So if I want to do something, I just go do it. And I just wanted to play, even though my body and my head was telling me no. I had to live with the consequences. Me have to sit out even more. But I'm back now. I'm good. The recovery process was just a protocol that I had to get over, which was like the treadmill, running on the treadmill for 30 minutes, elliptical, then just getting on-court stuff. But I'm back and ready to go. So.
What was the hardest part for you about the protocol?
Just
And did
sitting
it
out.
change the first time to the second?
Just sitting out and really conditioning, getting back into shape. I'm still struggling with that tonight. Tonight was it was a couple of stretches where I was like gasping for air, but I mean I feel like that's something I'm just gonna continue to work on. We got a couple of days until we play Philly, I think. So I'm just gonna use those days to just use them to get back into shape.
As part of that, I think you didn't go on that road trip. What was it? I mean, this was a new experience probably as part of your rookie year. What was that like, being away from the team and trying to take care of yourself?
It was stressful because I don't know. I just like watching the game, especially like if it's in person. I just like to study players and study like tendencies and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm like a sponge, so I just like to take on all the information. Like when I'm on the bench, I ask like certain guys like Malcolm and Miles about certain calls and certain tricks and stuff. And I mean, I think that was the main thing. I was just missing the game the whole time I was out.
I see you had the huge ice packs on the knees. It's kind of like a thing for you after games.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, though, how important is it to I guess, get the recovery right away? And maybe did you learn that from anyone throughout your rookie year?
I mean, it's very.
I don't see 20-year-olds with ice packs on their knees after game.
I mean, it's very important. I mean, like Jalen was one of the main guys that was on me. Like after practices, like he was like all the rooks, like hot cold tub, like after practices, after games and stuff. And really all the vets, Malcolm, Miles, they stay on me, just the ice and stuff, and it's continue to become like a routine to me. So it's just like a natural thing.
Now that we're in the final week kind of that rookie season, what's the feeling for you? Has it been ups and downs because of the different injuries you've dealt with, or has it flown by, or what's it been like?
It's been a mix of both, really, but it really did go by fast. But I enjoyed it. I mean, every step of the way, like through the injuries, me sitting out to me playing, like I really enjoyed it because I feel like I just try to live with no like regrets. So I feel like if I would've, I'm thinking about like, dang, if I would've did this differently, it would've had a different outcome. So I mean, I just like to stay in the present, and I mean, I'm glad with the outcome that I'm having this year. I'm having fun. So.
Oshae, they hit 21 threes tonight, over 50% from the three-point line. Did you feel like it was just a night of hot shooting for Detroit? Were there adjustments you would have liked to make on the perimeter?
Coach said at halftime we kind of started off letting them get their open shots, getting screened, not really helping each other. But that just takes us being more together as a team, talking more. You could say some were hot because there were some where we were out there, but we let them get going easy in the first quarter.
There's clearly a lot of opportunity right now for guys like yourself, but what's the key to taking that opportunity and turning it into sustained stretches of play like you have here lately?
Just staying true to yourself. You never want to do too much, and that's kind of something that I've been carrying with me for a long time. I'm not going to go out there and just because I'm starting, just because I'm playing these minutes, I'm going to try to do anything, out of the ordinary. We have guys that like to move the ball. So it really helps with the way I want to play. So again, like I said, just staying true to myself, knowing what I could do well right now, and then use this time in the summer to get better at different parts where I can see myself, helping the team out next year.
Oshae, what did you think of the performance of Isaiah Jackson and really just his role back to being himself? If that makes sense. Yeah,
that's great, man. It's great. I love seeing Zay get going like that, being aggressive. We want to hit him on that roll every time, want him to duck in every time. Because he's such a threat down there. So it's great to see his growth once he catches the ball, making decisions. But, like I was saying, this summer is the time where he gets to use to just kind of elevate everything else in his game. But today is just a small example of who he could be, and I know he's just going to keep getting better.
And then with Tyrese, what stands out to you about his ability to switch from, like, the other night he was in, like, one-on-one, I'm just going to kill everybody in front of me mode, to tonight we had 17 assists, no turnovers, and his ability to kind of switch between that and still be effective?
Yeah, like I said, last game, that's who he is, but it's crazy because today is who he is as well, moving the ball, finding everybody, and also getting his points when he can. So he's the main guy that I was talking about that likes to move the ball, and it helps with me, playing off the ball, cutting, moving, catching open threes. But once we have him out there, orchestrating everything, orchestrating the offense, we're really able to flow real easy.
And not that serious of a question, but obviously Tyrese is not a big guy, kind of slim. but he gets a couple and-ones here and there, and he's flexing. Do you guys get on him about that or encourage him to do more of that, or how does that?
No, I mean, you see Ty do that, you know that he's locked in, so it's good to see that.
Shay, what have you tried to personally focus on here the final couple weeks of the season, trying to find some meaning in these games for you personally?
I mean, just trying to play hard every night, trying to get better every day. I know even now with a couple games going on, it's still got to get better. We still got next year, still got the summer. So I look at it as an opportunity just to learn different situations, like, the Boston game, being down, making that comeback, and then the last couple seconds trying to make different reads defensively. So using that to just get better. So it's really now just using all these games for different game situations, because next year, we're trying to come back and be better. So I'm going to use these as different ways to learn my basketball knowledge.
All good? Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.